Millions of people begin their workouts with a traditional stretch, thinking it's the best way to prevent injuries and improve flexibility. But research says otherwise. Today, we're going to expose why static stretching might be doing more harm than good, and how a simple switch in movement could be the game changer you need. We are also going to debunk some common myths regarding stretching prior to a workout and explore the science behind getting your body truly ready for action by demonstrating 7 effective warm-up exercises backed by research that can really optimize your warm-up routine. Let's start by defining what static stretching is. Static stretching involves holding a muscle in a stretched position for an extended period, typically 15 to 60 seconds, without any movement. A couple of common examples of static stretches would include the hamstring stretch and the quadriceps stretch. So, what's the problem with static stretching before a workout? It's all in the science. Studies show that static stretching can actually weaken your muscles temporarily, just when you need them most. Imagine trying to sprint with your muscles in sleep mode. Not exactly a winning strategy. In fact, a 2013 study from the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports reviewed the effects of static stretching on maximal muscle performance and concluded that static stretching, particularly when held for longer than 60 seconds, could lead to significant reductions in strength and power. This effect, known as stretch-induced strength loss, can be particularly detrimental in activities requiring explosive power, such as sprinting, jumping, or heavy lifting. But if static stretching isn't the best way to prepare your body for a workout, what is? Well, research points to a better alternative, one that not only warms up your muscles but also primes them for peak performance. Enter dynamic stretching, a method that has been shown to enhance strength, power, and mobility before you even start your workout. Dynamic stretching involves active, controlled movements that take your muscles and joints through their full range of motion. Unlike static stretching, where you hold a stretch for an extended period, dynamic stretching mimics the motions of the activities you're about to perform, making this type of stretching more effective in preparing your body for the physical demands of your workout. Before we cover how to perform a few dynamic stretching exercises, let's briefly dispel some common myths and misconceptions concerning static stretches. Myth number 1. Static stretching prevents injuries. Think stretching prevents injuries? You might want to think again. Research has shown that static stretching before a workout doesn't necessarily reduce injury risk, and might even increase it under certain conditions. This is because static stretching can temporarily decrease muscle strength and responsiveness, which can make your muscles less stable and more prone to injury during dynamic, high-intensity movements, as it reduces their ability to contract quickly and powerfully. Myth number 2. You need to stretch statically to improve flexibility. While static stretching can indeed increase passive flexibility, meaning it can help you reach a greater range of motion while holding a position, it doesn't necessarily improve the type of flexibility you need during exercise, known as dynamic flexibility. Dynamic flexibility is the ability to move your muscles and joints through their full range of motion during active movements. Incorporating dynamic stretching into your routine is more effective for enhancing the flexibility required for athletic performance and everyday movements. Myth 3. Static stretching before exercise reduces muscle soreness afterward. Many people believe that static stretching before exercise helps prevent muscle soreness later on. However, research has shown that pre-exercise static stretching does little to prevent delayed onset muscle soreness or DOMS. Instead, proper warm-up exercises that involve dynamic movements and post-workout recovery techniques like cooling down and hydration are more effective for reducing muscle soreness. Now that we've explored why dynamic stretching is more effective than static stretching for pre-workout preparation, let's cover 7 of the most effective dynamic stretches, backed by research, to get your body ready for action. Number 1 is leg swings. Incorporating leg swings at the beginning of your warm-up routine is an effective way to engage the hip flexors, hamstrings, and glutes, preparing your lower body for dynamic movements. To perform leg swings, start by standing next to a wall, fence, or any stable surface for balance, placing one hand on the surface to steady yourself. Keep your core tight and maintain an upright posture to ensure stability throughout the movement. Begin by lifting one leg slightly off the ground and swinging it forward and backward in a controlled motion. The movement should be smooth and fluid, without any jerky motions. Start with smaller swings and gradually increase the range of motion as your muscles warm up, aiming to swing your leg as far forward and backward comfortably without straining. While performing the leg swings, focus on your breathing. Inhale as your leg swings forward, and exhale as it swings back. After completing the set with one leg, switch to the other leg and repeat the exercise. It's recommended to perform 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 swings per leg, ensuring that each swing is controlled and that you gradually increase the range of motion with each rep. Keep the standing leg stable and avoid leaning too far forward or backward. If you're new to this exercise, start with smaller swings and shorter sets to get comfortable with the movement. Number 2 is arm circles. Arm circles are a simple yet effective way to prepare your shoulders for more intensive upper body exercise, helping to prevent injuries and improve performance. Start by standing with your feet shoulder width apart and your arms extended straight out to the sides at shoulder height, parallel to the floor. Begin by rotating your arms in small circles, moving them forward. Gradually increase the size of the circles as you continue, allowing the movement to engage more of your shoulder muscles. After completing a set of forward circles, reverse the direction and perform the circles backward, again starting with small rotations and gradually making them larger. For best results, perform 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 rotations in each direction. Ensure that the movements are smooth and controlled, without any jerky or abrupt motions. Focus on maintaining good posture throughout the exercise, keeping your core engaged and your back straight. Number 3 is walking lunges. Walking lunges are highly effective for targeting the quads, glutes, and hip flexors, enhancing both flexibility and strength in the lower body and core. This exercise is particularly beneficial for leg-intensive workouts, such as running, cycling, or weightlifting. Start by standing tall with your feet hip-width apart and your hands on your hips or by your sides for balance. Step forward with one leg, lowering your body into a lunge position until both knees are bent at about a 90-degree angle. Ensure that your front knee is directly above your ankle and that your back knee is hovering just above the ground. Push through the heel of your front foot to rise, bringing your back foot forward to meet your front foot and standing up straight. Then, immediately step forward with the opposite leg, repeating the lunge on the other side. Continue this pattern as you move forward, alternating legs with each step. To get the most out of this exercise, perform 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 lunges per leg, focusing on maintaining proper form and control throughout the movement. Keep your torso upright, engage your core, and avoid letting your knees extend beyond your toes. Number 4, high knees. High knees are an excellent exercise for raising your heart rate and warming up your legs, making them perfect for preparing your body for running or high-intensity activities. To perform high knees, start by standing with your feet hip-width apart and your arms at your sides. Begin running in place, focusing on driving your knees up toward your chest as high as possible with each step. As you lift each knee, engage your core and use your arms to help maintain balance and momentum, swinging them naturally in coordination with your legs. Aim for a quick rhythmic pace, ensuring that each knee lift is controlled and reaches at least hip height. For best results, perform high knees for 2 to 3 sets of 20 to 30 seconds each, focusing on maintaining a steady pace and lifting your knees high throughout each set. Number 5 is butt kicks. Begin by standing with your feet hip-width apart and your arms relaxed at your sides. Begin jogging in place, but instead of lifting your knees, focus on kicking your heels up towards your glutes with each step. Keep the movement quick and controlled, ensuring that your heels make contact with or come close to your glutes. Use your arms for balance, swinging them naturally in rhythm with your legs. Perform 2 to 3 sets of 20 to 30 seconds each, maintaining a brisk pace throughout. Focus on keeping your core engaged and your movements controlled, ensuring that your heels are consistently reaching towards your glutes. Number 6, torso twists. Torso twists are highly effective for targeting the core muscles and the spine, making them an excellent warm-up for sports and exercises that involve rotational movements such as tennis, golf, or throwing activities. To perform torso twists, start by standing with your feet shoulder-width apart, your knees slightly bent, and your arms raised in front of you with elbows bent, forming a 90-degree angle. Engage your core and keep your hips stable as you begin to twist your torso from side to side. Rotate your upper body to the right, bringing your left shoulder forward while keeping your hips and lower body facing forward. Then twist to the left, bringing your right shoulder forward. Continue this alternating motion in a controlled, steady rhythm. For optimal results, Perform 2 to 3 sets of 15 to 20 twists per side, focusing on smooth and controlled movements rather than speed. Keep your hips steady and avoid excessive rotation to prevent strain on your lower back. Number 7 is inchworms. Inchworms are an effective full-body warm-up exercise that engages multiple muscle groups, particularly the hamstrings, core, and shoulders. Begin by standing tall with your feet hip-width apart. Start the movement by bending at the waist, keeping your legs as straight as possible, and reach your hands down to touch the ground in front of your feet. From this position, walk your hands forward, one step at a time, until you reach a full plank position with your body in a straight line from head to heels. Engage your core and hold the plank briefly to ensure stability. Next, walk your feet forward, taking small steps until they meet your hands. Once your feet are close to your hands, stand up to return to the starting position and repeat the entire movement. Perform 2 to 3 sets of 5 to 8 repetitions, focusing on maintaining a steady pace and ensuring each movement is controlled and deliberate. Whether you should do all 7 exercises or just specific ones depends on the type of workout you're about to perform. If you're preparing for a full-body workout or want a thorough general warm-up, doing all 7 exercises can be beneficial as it engages multiple muscle groups and prepares your entire body for a wide range of activities. However, if your workout focuses on specific areas, you can tailor your warm-up accordingly. For leg-intensive workouts like running or squats, prioritize exercises like leg swings, walking lunges, high knees, and butt kicks. For upper body workouts, focus on arm circles and inchworms to prepare your shoulders, core, and back. For workouts involving core and rotational movements, include torso twists and inchworms. The key is to choose exercises that best align with the muscle groups you'll be working on, ensuring an effective and safe warm-up. Now that we've covered the most effective dynamic stretches to get you ready for your workout, you might be wondering what the best approach is for cooling down afterward. Post-workout stretching is crucial for improving flexibility, reducing muscle soreness, and aiding in recovery. In an upcoming video, we'll dive into the most effective stretches to incorporate into your cool-down routine, so make sure your notifications are set to our channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos on health and fitness. Thanks for watching.